Well, good morning to you, all of you out there in formal pickle land. Hello guys. Well, it's harvest 2023 and we are in the field combining beans.
I know a place where we can go and be alone.
Good morning. I just wanted to give you a little insight as to what takes place here.
Come away with me, nobody has to know where we gonna go.
Hey guys, we're gonna do something for you, a little bit fun for you here today.
I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me.
It's another windy day here in Iowa.
Run away with
I'm gonna do a little interseeding some grass.
Don't tell your friends, we'll let them know we're safe later on. The road's calling, sun on our skin, sleeping under stars when
It's pretty much
gone.
all I've been doing all day is just running back and forth.
I was just calling to see if you're free to run away with me.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little feeding. I hope this camera's working. I got a sneaking suspicion that ain't been working. I don't know. You hungry, girl? Oh, baby girl. How you doing tonight? Today. It's a little early. Little early. I'm gonna get you a nibble. There you go. Over to your bucket. Thank you. Hold still. No. Hey. Where you going? Over to your bucket. I know you spooky. Hold on, girl. It's all right. It's all right. Don't you be sneaking that door. Move your butt. There you go. Here. Here. There you go. You better have 2 scoops. Come here. Oh, you just want to eat. You won't be left alone. Horse moves its tail back into you like that. That's a warning. Best heed it. Big boy. What are you doing? Go over there to your bucket. Ornery. Ornery. Oh, quit. Here. How do you feed tub? Won't get your feed tub. There you go. There you go, boy. That horse will be in a sale end of August. Should we feed old Dublin? Well, I think we should. Days in Dublin. What you doing, big boy? You just want something to eat, don't you? All right, get your nibble. There you go. Good boy. Over there. Over there. Get over there. Good boy. Ah, ornery. Old ornery. Quit. Get your feet head over there. Come here. Dublin. Days in Dublin. Wander out here and feed old Vino Rosso and higher power. Vino, you hungry? I know it's a little early. There you go, buddy. There you go, bud. Higher power. Vino. Are you being antisocial? Huh? Are you being antisocial? Well, ain't right. It's gonna go run that other horse off the feed. Then he'll go back to the other one and back and forth till he gets tired of it. Kind of funny that way. You know, with all the rain we had around here earlier on, boy, it sure has dried up fast. It's getting awful dry. We could use a good rain shower. Rain shower for Mother Earth. Little bath for the critters. Yep, the old Kubota. Still running. It's a little long in the tooth. It's pretty old, but it still runs. Nice little batch of hay that I just put up off another farm that I rent. It's actually got a little bit of alfalfa in it. Some horses sure seem to like it. couple of yearlings. Oop, off the pitchfork. It happens. Evening, boys. How are you? Come on, Vino. Come on, Vino. What's going on, Big Daddy? Yep, that's a Vino Rosso. And he will be a racehorse next year. He's just a yearling right now. This one here is by Higher Power. What are you doing, buddy? You guys just stomping flies, huh? Stomping flies. Vino, you want some hay? There you go, Vino. Oh, you say more is better. Okay. By God, Vino, you sure is handsome. All right. Slip around here. Get a little more hay on the bucket. A couple more pins. And then we're gonna go bring old Dublin Days in. 'Cause it's a hot one out there. Dublin Days. Let me see, I said that wrong. His name is Days in Dublin. Now I know what y'all are thinking. Days in Dublin? Why in the world would you call a horse Days in Dublin? Well, believe it or not, hey, old Days. How you doing, buddy? Hey, come here. Let's get you to your fan. He was actually born in Ireland. Come here. Hey, I know them flies is terrible, but you gotta have this. No, hey. And he will bite. Dublin. Dublin. Wet. Wet. He's kind of ornery. He's a stud. I'll let him graze a little bit. I always do. Come on over here where it's better, buddy. Get over here. There you go. I likes to have him some creeping Charlie on his way into the barn. Hey, don't be getting ornery now. He is kind of ornery. You no doubt about it. But we get along pretty good, don't we, buddy? Come on. Just away from that fence. Let's get you in and out of these flies. He don't like flies much. Anyway, this horse was shipped over here from Ireland. And we bought him back in April. And he was down in Ocala, Florida when we bought him. So he rode on a ship all the way to Florida. Then we bought him, and then he rode on a van all the way to Lexington, Kentucky, laid up a couple days. And then he come home here. He's just a 2-year-old. Hey, hey. He's just a youngin', but he'll run next year probably. He's kind of bred more for the grass than he is the dirt. It's not dinner time yet, bud. You got your nice clean stall. Big nice stall. Yeah, go ahead and pee on your hay. That makes a lot of sense.
Born over a fault line, bad teeth and worse habits, high heels in a trailer. If you want it, you should have it.
Well, I know you're kind of wondering, what am I doing? Well, it's always a good idea to get off the combine once in a while and check your square footage, see how many beans you're losing out the back. Give you an idea, you just kind of move some debris around a little bit. That's about a square foot. And there's 3 beans there, so we're doing good. Doing good. The other thing I like to check is my depth. Make sure I'm getting down to the bottom below the beans. And that looks good. I will point out though, this is kind of a hard field to harvest. That's why we're going so slow. It's a new field and it was plowed. And we did all the things necessary to make it as level as possible, but that doesn't always work out. Rains have a lot to do with that, so it's a little unlevel, but it's working good. I don't know. It was a little dusty out there. But this particular field here, this particular piece of property, I call this paradise. Because that's exactly what it looks like. Take a look out there. You'll see more of that as we get toward the back of this field. Whoops, you guys fell down. That didn't stay up there right. There we go. Well, as I had mentioned before, in this particular field, this is a new field. And we did not get no rain at all this summer. And this field is, this is 2023 right here. And this field did not grow very well at all. Did enough to pay the expenses and take care of a few bills along the way, but that's about it. But you know what? That is farming for you. Sometimes you make it, sometimes you don't. And you'll have one field does really good and one field that don't do no good at all. Everything's over here, ready for the big dance. Wagons are here. I'm just gonna run on into town here and get this load dumped and get this wagon back out there so we can get another load. don't know if you guys have ever been to the co-op before, but it's a pretty simple process, really. Yeah, right there. He's weighing out. He's already dumped his load. And he's fixing to head home. Or back to the field, I should say. When pulling onto the man's scale, you want to pull on there real nice and easy. You don't want to jerk his scale. You don't want to slam on the brakes or anything like that. You know, you don't want to knock the scale out of kilter. When it gets stopped here, you'll see that blue arm come out, and it's going to take a sample of that crop, that beans, and then he'll test them inside, and he'll know the moisture, the weight, everything. It'll be written down on a ticket. And he'll give it to me, and then we'll go unload. We'll go unload, and then he'll give me the ticket when I weigh out. And we get the thumbs up. There we go. Yeah, you see we're really highly technical. When he's done running his test and getting the weight and all that good stuff, he just gives me a thumbs up. Says, go on. Let's go unload it. So you just carry on. You head on over to the bean pit. Let's ride up front here, or look this way again. See where we're headed. Into the bean pit. We'll just wait for Dennis to give us the signal about where to stop. He says that's good. I'll be back in a minute. We're going to unload these beans and then weigh out of here and head back to the field. Well, it don't take very long to unload these beans. And we just kind of shake that wagon just to make sure everything gets down to the bottom. We'll make sure and get all them beans off there. We just kind of wiggle it on down there. Maybe then reach in there and pull it out. Get the corners cleaned out. It just helps so nothing gets plugged up. Well, now that we're unloaded, we're going to head over here to the scale and weigh out, and that'll tell us exactly how many bushels of beans we had on that load. Well, we had 516 bushels on that load. Let's head back to the field. Old 8300's got a lot of power, boys. That's a good running tractor right here. It could pull two of these wagons. And back into the field we go. As you can see by the tracks, we've made a lot of trips in and out of this field over the past 4 or 5 days. The beans on this field are doing really good, getting a lot of beans. So we just crawl on up here and get ourselves on the top. Well, we've only got time probably to get one more load into the co-op here today. They close at 5 o'clock, so it's kind of a time of the day where we kind of got to speed things up a little bit. So what I'm going to do, because my brother-in-law is way out there in the back, I'm going to check this other cart and make sure that he hasn't put any beans in it. If he hasn't put any beans in it, then I'm going to go right to the combine. All we got to do is look through the window. And we have beans, so I'm going to switch these carts real quick. I can tell you right now, I'm kind of struggling trying to get that pin in. Things weren't wanting to line up real well for me, but we got it done. When you got to wait on them carts, it's not easy to move things around. Now we have to relock that hitch because I had to stretch it out so I can pin it. That's a nice thing about those wagons right there. See how that hitch moves in and out? That's where the brakes are. So when you're going down a hill or you're needing to brake, when it moves in like that, you're hitting the brakes. Just in time, just dumped, well, it was almost full, onto the wagon. We'll be loaded again here in no time. Hey guys, just doing a check-in. We just hit 70 bushels per acre, or for those of you on Wall Street and Chicago Mercantile, make that 7 bushels per acre, 7. No, 70 bushels per acre, I'm just kidding around. 70 bushels per acre, and we're still down here in the lowland. These beans really look good.
Of course, the market's going down.
And as you just heard, the market is going down. All right, guys. We're gonna dump some into the wagon here. It's getting a little late. It's probably gonna wind up filling this wagon.
How close am I? I can't see them on my glasses.
You're good.
All right.
You're right in the middle.
I'm feeling it. The force is with me.
You guys want a little bit of a tip when parking a wagon on the hill without a tractor attached to it? Always turn the hitch. You see what I'm saying? Turn the hitch so it doesn't roll down the hill. Well, this right here is the end of the day. I'm not going to lie to you. I was really tired at this time of the day. And I, to be honest with you, I was a little frustrated this thing would not hitch. But innovation, my friends, innovation. Watch this coming up. Well, that's not wanting to line up. So we're just going to turn the wheel this way. And look at that. Might line up. And if, of course, it did. That's just one of the little tricks of the trade when you're wrestling with a fully loaded cart, especially with the wheels turned like that. You're not going to be able to move that hitch back and forth much. But if you just barely need just a little bit of room just to get the pin in, just turn the wheel the other way. And it'll move the butt end of that tractor around right where you need it. And that's a little trick you'll learn after struggling many times. Now we got to lock it. Locked and loaded. Ready to roll. Let's go back to the front. I just wanted to give you a little insight as to what takes place here in the middle of the night at Madison County Thoroughbred Farm. And this is Papa Pickle, by the way. This would be a middle of the night surprise. Yes, not a surprise. We knew it was coming, but a nice little filly. She's not very old. Probably about 6-7 hours. One of the things we look for with these new babies is we got to keep our eye on that umbilical cord. We don't want that to get infected. So we put some iodine on it right after they're born. And we'll try to get another blast of iodine here this morning. But Mama's doing good. Baby's doing good. Stall's a mess. But we'll get it cleaned up. Get him a comfortable place to spend the day. We'll leave him in this stall for a couple of days. Let him get strong. It's so muddy outside. We've had enough rain here in the last 4 or 5 days. We've had enough rain to satisfy us for a while. In fact, in the 4 or 5 days, it's rained as much as it usually does in April. So, definitely plenty of it. Hi, Bubba. You kitty. That little filly right there by Cold Front. Gonna be a racehorse, ain't you? All right, y'all. I got a lot of work to do around here this morning. We got a lot of things take place here every day. storm blow through here last night. Blew all my shavings around in the barn. We got to get all these stalls ready here this morning. We got about 7 yearlings we'll bring in here and put them in the stalls for the day. Good morning, cat. Oh, Kubota there. Wow, that thing's been around. I think it's got almost 6,000 hours on it. See, a little long in the tooth. Still runs though. Still runs. Give you an idea how wet it is out there. I mean, we just had a ton of rain yesterday. Hey guys, we're gonna do something for it, a little bit fun for you here today. We just dug this out of the barn. This is an old Freightliner cab over. We've been kind of restoring slowly, me and Jake have. It's kind of just a fun little toy to play around with. We really don't do a lot of work with it. Take it to a parade or something, but we just got her fired up out of the shed so we can make room for some other stuff in there. And we thought we'd give you a little ride. But here, take a gander. This old truck, it's I believe a 1987. It's got 1.5 million miles on it and purrs like a kitten. And 90% of the time you can start it right up. All you gotta do is hit the key. Once in a while, if you leave it sit too long, as with all these older trucks, you gotta prime the fuel. Well, that's the only thing about it. Even the tires on this thing. They're like brand new. Let's take a little ride.
Woo! It's a workout getting up there.
You guys will have to just forgive us for the dirty windshields. We're not going to wash the windshields. You can look through a dirty windshield. Now, believe it or not, when I was a young man, I can guarantee you, I've been many a mile in one of these things. Cab over Freightliner. It's got a 400 big cam Cummins in it and a 9-speed. Haul cattle all over America in one of these trucks, just like this one. The only difference is the one I had a 435 Detroit in it, with a 10-speed with a deep under. And that thing would scream. It'd run 90 miles an hour. Get used to this short shifter. I need a big shifter. Yeah. Another windy day here in Iowa. I'm gonna do a little interseeding, some grass. Got the TheFormalPickle over there in the distance, mowing the yard, getting started anyway. Kind of nice to have him around the house here and helping out with things. We've got 2 farms. We've got this one, and then we've got the big one about a mile away. All right, 6715 with the H360 loader on it. It's all ready to go. Got the John Deere 12-foot old style drill that we'll be using today. And we'll just seed right on into the grass. This is actually an alfalfa field, or has been an alfalfa field. And it's gotten pretty weak on the alfalfa, so let's go ahead and interseed some grass using a grass called Versa grass. It's a mixture of grasses, and then we put some cereal rye in there as well. And the cereal rye is just there to help suppress the weeds a little bit until the other grass gets going really good for us. 6715, good little tractor, 125 horse. I really like this tractor. It's my main tractor. Anyway, let's step up in it, and we'll get ready to plant a little grass. You'll have to pardon the mess. There is a mess in here. Get her started. Let the glow plugs go for a minute. Get her fired up. I'm gonna get y'all off my chest here. Now, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I can certainly hear it from here on the planter back there. I think I've got a bad bearing. He's squealing pretty good, but that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. Oh, we have debris in the field. Debris in the field. We'll get that out of the way. Un momento. Actually, we'll just throw that over there where we're not going to plant. That's actually part of the house for the downspouts, for the whatever you want to call them things. You know, the water drains. Yeah. Well, that's the downspouts for it. I know it's hard for y'all to see, but there is grass coming in this, and it's growing pretty good actually, but I would like to get this all taken over with grass. We've actually got some new plans for this piece of property over here. This will all be fenced off here this fall, is the plan. Anyway, now you can see, well, you probably can't see, but there's actually grass seed jumping out of the front of the chutes there, especially when I'm headed south, because the wind is out of the north, and what it does is it blows up through those chutes and blows it over the front. But that's okay. That's not a big deal. Let's not make it more complicating than it is. This is not a complicating process. Running a planter like this, they're pretty simple deals. Yep, I even have one that came out of its chute and that's just dropping it right on the ground, but that's okay. As long as we're seeding. That's the main focus. Don't know if I'll have enough seed to do all of this, but I certainly hope I do. And of course it'll be really tough to see where I've already been. But we will get it figured out. See, we got some weeds coming back there. That's happening in those areas where the alfalfa has pretty much died out. TheFormalPickle's quitting for a while, it looks like. Yeah. From here out, it's pretty much just a guessing game about where we've been, because it's kind of hard to see our lines. We're going to do a little mowing this evening. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. We started mowing after chores this morning, and we're still going at it. But we got to get this laid down so it don't get rained on. We got a pretty good couple of days to get that done without any rain, so we're gonna keep rolling here. Got the old Vermeer, not the old one. Thing's almost brand new. I will guarantee you one thing, this mower will mow some hay. Don't have no trouble at all. I'm running 5 miles an hour right now. And I know that there are machines out there that you can mow a lot faster. Well, to be honest with you, I can mow a lot faster with this. But, you know, Papa Pickle's fixing to be 59 years old. Been a little hard on himself physically throughout the years, riding bulls and horses. Done a lot of manual labor in my life, and it's beginning to show. So what I'm trying to tell you is I can't go much faster because it hurts if I go too much faster. So we're just gonna keep it going easy. Check out that alfalfa. It's coming back real good. We mowed that and baled it about a week ago is all. So it's only been a week. And it's growed up really good. We'll be digging out the 8300 tomorrow and putting it on the big square baler. We're gonna bale this and some other stuff that I mowed today up in big square bales. And we do that because, as you know, we are in the horse business, and it's just easier for us to dole it out to them in those big square bales. Anyway, check it out. It's beautiful out there. Top of the morning to you, Papa Pickle here, about 8:30 in the morning. We'll be getting to Baling here in a couple of hours. Really no hurry. Chance of rain maybe around 4 o'clock. We got all day. There, take a gander. For the reference for the co-op, you'll take a look back there at that tree line. There is corn growing back there. And that is a very beautiful place to be back there. It's in the middle of nowhere. Ain't nobody around. Just when you're out there working, it's just you and the critters. And that's it. You and the deer and the eagles, and chicken hawks and the buzzards, rabbits. You see it all out there. The wild turkeys, they're all out there. That piece of land is called paradise. So when the reference for the co-op is Rob East and Rob East Paradise, and that's how they know where they're going. So there you have it. You can see up there the baler is waiting patiently. Looks like we got everything raked and ready to bale. That's a good thing. Now we're going to drop this rake and start hauling some hay from paradise up here and get it ready to haul home. Let's go out here and unhook this rake. Go right along. Oh, it's a beautiful day for raking hay. Lock those up. Pull the old jack. Get her set in place. Give her a few cranks. Now we got to shut the tractor off so we can get the hydraulics undone. And you actually got to take the pressure. I don't know if you can see that. Flip that handle back and forth, take the pressure off. And you'll pull this wire that's there to keep the pin in. Pull the old pin. Unhook the old hydraulics. That's it, boys. We just got off the phone with the baler operator. He's on the way. Got a lot to bale here. That's some really good hay. In fact, that's primo hay. I could sell that anywhere in the country to anybody. It's got just enough alfalfa and just enough grass. It's really good stuff. Don't always work out that way, but this year we've been very fortunate, and there's quite a bit of hay out here. It's a beautiful place we're working on. I'll give you a gander at the corn, see where it's at. It kind of took a hit this year. It got rained on. We got a lot of rain. We had, I think we had 3 weeks straight of rain. Rained every day. Not just a little bit, a lot. Well, anyway, a lot of you guys that do a little farming know that when it rains that much for that long, you're going to lose some crop. You're going to lose some corn. It's going to wash out of the furrows and wind up growing over in the grass. But here's how the corn's looking so far. It's not too bad. Should be knee high by the 4th of July. As you can see, it's a little thin in places. That's because some of those seeds got washed away or drowned out. And by the time things dried up around here, it was too late. Here, I'll give you a better view. You can see where it washed out right here. You see the furrows there. They just washed out, and the corn just washed away from all the rain. Anyway, it was too late to do any replanting. We're just going to take it for what it is. It is what it is. There ain't nothing I can do about it right now. Not anymore. So, there you go. Anyway, take a look at paradise. You got to admit, it's beautiful back in here. Now, I know some of you are wondering why is he not moving 2 bales at a time? Well, if they're really tight bales, you can do that. But these bales aren't that tight. And if you try to pile 2 of them on top of each other, or try to take 2 at a time, the forks will just slide right through that bottom bale from the weight of the other bale on top. And it just winds up making a mess. So you got to make more trips, but you save a lot more hay. And you keep your bales in good shape. Got to have them in good shape before they go in the storage shed. Otherwise your stack will just fall over. Had that happen. Checking on my leak there. Looks like I might have fixed that. Don't seem to be dripping at all, but it was running pretty bad there. Yeah, push that in a little tighter. Like to make them as tight as I can in case it rains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more trips out here. We're almost done with this for the day. And I've got to do a little, move a few horses around. And then go to Des Moines. Got a horse in tonight that I think will probably win. I hope she wins anyway. And she's in for a claiming price of $30,000. That means that anybody that wants to buy her out of that race for $30,000 are more than welcome to buy her. Well, she's a pretty good filly. Made quite a bit of money. Got a pretty good race record. Chances of her getting claimed are pretty good. And that's all right if they claim her. We just bought another one. Bought another 2-year-old. We bought this one down in Ocala, Florida yesterday. It's on a van as I speak, on its way to Lexington, Kentucky. We'll lay over there a couple days at a friend's house. Good lady up there, down there in Lexington. Takes good care of horses for us. She'll lay that one up there for a couple of days, give it a little bit of rest, make sure it's on its toes, on its feet. Everything's going good. It's healthy. Get the correct vaccinations in it, and then she will have it shipped to us up here in Iowa to Prairie Meadows Racetrack and Casino, where it should run, I would say, within 45 days. It'll probably be racing up here. 2-year-old, born in February. So that's actually a good thing. It's got a little age, a little better, more age on it than some of the 2-year-olds we'll be running against. Exciting work, ain't it? Just back and forth, back and forth. I've had this pasture empty all spring. I've been doing some work in it. I had to dig an electric line over there, and we got that taken care of. That's done. And now we're on the process of taking this electric line out. We're just going to take it completely out. And then there's another one, I don't know if you can see it or not, that is in need of some attention. It's got a broken post on the end, and now the wires are hanging down way too low for my liking. So we're going to work on getting that fixed here pretty soon. You know, I mentioned I got to announce a event in our local town tomorrow. Today we're going to be doing an auction here at Prairie Meadows Racetrack and Casino. We're going to be selling 7 head of horses for a dynasty, the Rasmussen family, very prominent here in the state of Iowa. They've been a force bringing horse racing to the state of Iowa. And today we sell off the remainder of their racing livestock. Some of those may remain with the Rasmussens. Some of them may sell and go to other places in the other parts of the country.
16,000, 17, 18,000, 18, 17, 18, 17, 18, 17, 18, 18,000, 17, 18, 18,000, anybody in the house, 18,000, 18,000, 17, 18, so I'm you, sir, 17,000, you're good, 17, 18, 17, 18, 1, 18 flats. Sold me, sir, 17,000.